Now we are going to see about the terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals. Okay. Terminating decimals means which finish at one point, and non-terminating means which do not finish at any point. For example, if we take 10 upon 3, that means 10 divided by 3. We divide 10 by 3. 3 3s are 9, remainder 1. We subtract it. We bring it one more 0 here. After decimal we put zeros. Here we put a decimal. Okay. And what we get? 3s are 9. Again we get remainder 1. And we bring one more 0 here. Again we get 3. 9s are. Again we get remainder 1. We bring 0 down. Again we get 3. Like this way it goes on. It will never finish. Always, every time we will get here 9 and remainder 1. Again we will get 9 and remainder 1. So it will never finish. Now the second one we see it 7 upon 8. Okay, that means 7 divided by 8. So 7 is smaller than 8. So what we do? We put decimal here and put zeros over here. Now we are taking 7 and this 0, but here is decimal, so we put a decimal over here. Okay, and 70 we take. 8 8s are 64, remainder 6, 0. Okay, 8 7s are 56, remainder 4, 0. 5s are 40. That means we are getting here remainder 0. That means it is finished here. Okay. Now here what is happening? It is not finishing, but 3 3 3 3 is repeating. One more example we see. 1 upon 7. Okay. 1 is divided by 7. So we put here decimal and 0 0 0 0 because 1 is smaller than 7. Then we put here 0 decimal because we are using this 0 with 1. So we put here decimal. As soon as we take a number after decimal, we have to put the decimal here. So 7 1s are 7, remainder 3, 30. 7 4s are 28. Okay, remainder 2, 0. Now 7 2s are 14, remainder 6. We bring one more 0 here. 7 8s are 56. Okay, remainder 4. Now 40. How many times? 7 5s are 35. Remainder 5. Okay, again 50. Then it will become 7. 7s are 49. Remainder 1. And so on. It is continuously going on. Okay. Now here we have seen 3 examples. Which kind of 3 examples we have seen? That one division we are doing here, in which after decimal the number is repeating. So what we can write here? The answer for this is quotient for this is. Quotient is equal to 3 decimal 3 recurring. We called it 3 decimal 3 recurring. Recurring means repeating. After 3 again 3 3 3 3 is coming. So it is called recurring. Okay. Here we can write quotient is equal to 0 decimal 875. Okay. So it is terminating. What it is? Terminating. Terminating means the division is finished at one point. Okay. After that division is not possible. So division is finished at one point, that is terminating. This is non-terminating repeating. Non-terminating means which is not finishing at any point. It will be continuously going on, division will be continuously going on, and it will be repeated. Okay, it will be repeated also. Now here when we come, what we see, the division is not finished, but the numbers are not repeated also. So it is simply non-terminating. Non-terminating, non-repeating. So we have seen three types of division, in which this one is non-terminating repeating. This one is terminating, means it is finishing here. This is non-terminating, means not finishing, and repeating means 3 is repeated after decimal, one after another, 3 is being repeated. Now here this is non-terminating, non-repeating. Okay. Now we have to show that one question is there. We have to show that 3 decimal 14268 is a rational number. We have to show that this is a rational number. To show that this is a rational number, we have to express it in the form of P upon Q. Rational number is a number which is in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers and Q is not equal to 0. This is the definition of rational numbers. So we will have to express this decimal number in the form of P upon Q. Now what we see, how many digits are there after decimal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to express it in the form of P upon Q, what we do? We write 3, 1, 4, 2, 6, 7, 8 upon 1, and as many digits are there after decimal, that many zeros we are going to put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have expressed it in the form of P upon Q. So this is a rational number. Okay. Now if it is being asked to express 0 decimal 33333, that means recurring, okay, repeating. So if this is the number given to us and we are asked to express it in the form of P upon Q, how we are going to express it in the form of P upon Q? For that, what we do, let us take x is equal to 0 decimal 3 recurring, or 33333 also you can write. Okay. Now here there is only one number which is repeating. So what we do, we multiply this by 10. Multiply by 10. When we multiply it by 10, what we get? We get 10x is equal to 3 decimal 33333 and so on. Okay. Now this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from 2. We have to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So how we are going to subtract? 10x is equal to 3 decimal 33333 and so on, minus x is equal to 0 decimal 33333 and so on. We are subtracting it. So what will happen? 3 minus 3, 0. 3 minus 3, 0, 3 minus 3, 0, 3 minus 3, 0, 3 minus 3, 0. So all zeros, these all will become 0 till infinity, and here we get 3 decimal 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, all these 3's which are after decimal will become 0 due to these 3's, and 10x minus x will be equal to 9x. So 9x will be equal to 3. If 9x is equal to 3, we are getting this 9x is equal to 3, then x will be equal to what? 3 upon 9. Okay, because this 9 is here in multiplication with x, when it goes here it will become in division. So 3 upon 9, we cancel it, 1s are, 3s are, is equal to 1 upon 3. So x we get is equal to 1 upon 3. So we have expressed this number, we took this equal to x. So we have expressed this number in the form of p upon q. We have expressed decimal 3 recurring in the form of p upon q, that is a rational number. Okay. Now one more example we can take. The number is 1 decimal 27272727 and so on. That means 2 digits are recurring here. We have to express it in the form of p upon q. We can also write it as x is equal to 1 decimal 27 recurring. Okay. So 27 is recurring here. So we have to express it in the form of p upon q. How we are going to express it in the form of p upon q? Let us see. We have taken x is equal to 1 decimal 27 recurring. Now because there are 2 digits here, that's why we will multiply the whole equation with 100. In the previous question, there was only 1 digit after the decimal, so we multiplied it with 10. But now here there are 2 digits after decimal, so we are going to multiply it with 100. Okay. Now multiplying by 100. What we get? 100x is equal to, when we multiply by 100, these 27 will come this side and it will become 127 decimal 272727 and so on. Okay. So this is our equation 1 and this is our equation 2. Now subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Subtracting equation 1 from 2. So first we will write equation 2, 100x is equal to 127 decimal 272727 and so on, and x is equal to 1 decimal 272727 and so on. Now after decimal what we see, 7 is cancelled by 7, 2 is cancelled by 2, and it will whole thing after the decimal will become 0, because 7 minus 7 0, 2 minus 2 0, 7 minus 7 0, 2 minus 2 0, like that way it will happen, and the whole thing after the decimal will become 0. And here 7 minus 1 6, this 2 will come as it is, this 1 will come here, is equal to 100x minus x, 99x. So we get 99x is equal to 126. So x is equal to 126 upon 99. Now 126 is divisible by 9. Yes or no? Yes. How do we know? 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 1 9. So the sum of all the digits is divisible by 9. So this whole number is also divisible by 9. So we can cancel it. So we can cancel it by 9. 9 1s are 9, 9, how much is remaining? 3, 36, 4s are, and here it will come 11. So it will come 14 upon 11. So we have got it in the form of P upon Q. Okay.